right. It's Yabba Dabba Doo. It's Friday.
And it's the last Friday of January.
It is already. Wow.
It is because, well, I shouldn't say that. It's the 31st next week. Next Friday is the last Friday.
All
but
right.
really, I mean, if we didn't have leap year,
Right.
this would be the last Friday.
All right.
So there's so much going on.
Do tell.
There's
what?
so much. I mean, you can feel the excitement in the air when the Port Salerno Seafood Festival is going on tomorrow.
Yes.
All one day, all day long.
One day, all day long.
Yep.
And so they got people parking where this year? Now
they're at the high school, Martin County High School. I think they have a shuttle,
right.
And then they have one at IRCC,
right.
which is on Salerno Road.
That's a
And
straight shot in.
And it's a straight shot in and a straight shot out.
Yep.
Trying to find parking down there is like a needle in a haystack.
It is a problem. And that's
I've never had a problem. I may have to walk a couple blocks, but you know, I'm up for that.
Right.
You know, but I think the shuttle does continuously. They drop people off, pick people up, go back.
And how many years of running? This is
14.
Like 14 years. I was guessing 10.
And it's all about the pirates and the wenches. You know, we're on that. And it's all about this is for the fishermen.
Right.
That are there.
Yeah.
So there'll be lots to see, lots of food. Great. If you've never gone, the seafood is phenomenal.
Right. Well, I'm always on a seafood diet.
I know seafood.
If I see the food, I eat it.
Right.
Yes. So, but yeah, and I understand that the seafood that is brought to the seafood festival is all locally caught.
Basically, yes and no. So, because they can only the local people can only supply so much,
right?
And then they have to go to vendors because it's so big. I mean, sometimes they have over 40,000 people show up.
Good night.
You know, and I think they've had even up to like 50 or 60 in one day.
Do you know the type of fish they're going to be serving?
All kinds. Any kind you can think of. They're going to have grouper. They're going to have tilapia. They're going to have crab, dolphin, mahi, conch, a crab. I mean, whatever you can think of.
Shrimp, probably.
Shrimp.
Yeah.
Wow. Probably lobster.
Wow.
You know, like a lobster. Now, I don't know if it's be a lobster roll or, you know, something with that in it. But the local vendors are the ones to go to.
Right.
Support local.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all this goes towards the Port Salerno fishermen. And I don't know what it's called there, if it's like a main street down there.
It's a benefit program, though.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It is
a benefit program.
Local folks, yeah.
And they've been having a problem. They wanted to do it 2 days.
Right.
And it would be more leisurely, or it would be $40,000 or 40,000 people for 2 days. You know,
right.
You don't know.
Well, when you set up for this, it makes sense to do multiple days because the setup is time consuming and cost consuming, and you spreading that cost across 2 days makes more sense. When you're shutting down a whole neighborhood that can't get in and out of their houses, I understand that. That is the problem.
And if the people would be, what you have to do when you go there is look around you and party hardy.
Right.
But you have to be respectful of all the people that live there and their homes and their lawn and their cars. I mean, you just can't open up a car door and sleep in it all night and put a beer can on top. Or you can't defecate or do whatever on someone's property.
Yeah.
You know, you have to, you know.
Yeah. Move to Los Angeles if you want to do that.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, this is what happens to the local people that live down there, and they can't get in and out of their driveways.
Yeah, it is a problem.
And I don't think they mind being stuck for 1 day.
Right.
But when you're stuck for 2 days and you know, they're cleaning up and maybe you can get out at 11 o'clock at night when it ends and then it starts again early in the morning. That would be a little testy.
Right. Yeah.
So I can see why if it's going to be more than multiple days, Sanskrit Park, but then again, the parking's going to be minute there,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you can't just park along A1A along in there, or what is that, Old St. Lucie Boulevard
Mhm,
in
mhm.
there,
Old St. Lucie.
because
Mhm.
there's nowhere to park.
There is none. No, I know.
So,
Plus, it's a heck of a hike. From
well,
there.
not if you're at Sanskrit,
Sanskrit Park is still a bit of a
but
hike.
but if that's where they're having the festival,
Right. If it's right there at the park. Oh.
right, that's where they're thinking about moving it.
Oh, well,
That was the talk for the last couple months. I don't know what they've decided, whether to keep it one day
right.
and keep it where it's at,
Right.
or do multiple days. If they take it, like we did that in Jensen Beach one year, we
Mhm.
took the Pineapple Festival and moved it.
Right.
No one came.
That's the
You
problem.
know, we moved it to the fairgrounds thinking that would be, no one came.
Right.
They did, but no one came.
Right.
Like the
Right.
amount of people that come.
Something about doing a
It's they want that small town feeling. They want that hominess.
that
They
grassroots. Yeah. Mhm.
and they want to see the local people there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it tomorrow.
Nice.
Yes.
Very good. I've got a birthday party over at the Flagler. I have to observe. I have to be there for.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
For an adult?
I'll find out tomorrow.
Oh,
So
they're going to come decorate.
Right. So I have to open the doors for them by noon, and they'll be there till 7. So
Okay. What time's the party start?
Somewhere between noon and 7.
So they
I'm
have
just-
time to decorate.
Yep.
And then they have time to put the party on.
Right.
And then time. Did they have to clean up?
they're supposed to. Otherwise, I have to do it. So I hope they do it.
Well, that should be in the contract.
It
There
is.
should
It
be
is.
a fee in the contract that if they don't feel like cleaning up, then you
Right.
can call a cleaning crew.
Right.
I mean, that's most places
I'm
do
sure.
that.
I'm sure that they pretty good contract, and of course they have to make sure if they bring in a food vendor. And oh, by the way, Ellie's Downtown Deli will be providing the catering for the birthday party.
Oh, what a great venue.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, they're excellent, Ellie's Downtown
I had
Deli.
a
There's
chance-
not a bad thing on their menu.
right.
If you've not gone, you're missing.
And I met Mark Muller yesterday. I saw him yesterday. He was at the Mornings on Main Street
Okay.
making omelets to order. For
Really?
anybody that came by, just had to ask for an omelet. He would produce one for you.
Wow.
Yep.
Did he supply all the breakfast yesterday?
The omelet. Yeah. And there was Stewart Coffee also supplied
The coffee.
coffee and rolls.
Okay.
Yep.
So you had pastries, you had coffee, and you had omelets.
Yes.
Perfect.
Omelets made to order
Well, yeah,
by a chef.
yes.
Yeah.
And he's like one of the number one chefs in the area.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go wrong there.
It's really cool. So I had a great visit with him. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
And I told him, I said, I'll see you on Saturday. He said, yep, I'll be there. So,
Now, does he come himself or does
Yeah.
he send somebody?
I think he'll be there.
Okay. But his staff is probably pretty well. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday, so his staff is probably knows what to do, and they have everything set up, so
Yeah.
they don't have to, backwalk everything to wait for him.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So you're lucky duck. You get to eat Ellie's Downtown Deli all the time.
Maybe we'll see tomorrow. I'll see how that works out. But anyways, I know I'll be there.
Well, in case anything goes wrong, you have
Yeah.
to be. You are the director.
Yes, I have to be there. So it's all right.
Yes.
Yeah. It's all good. I enjoy.
Did you get the sound system working?
Still working on the sound. Well, we have our own portable sound. So with the so that works just fine. But we're not too sure about the existing equipment. So we just decided we're going to use our own equipment because it's standalone. We know it works. It's all brand new. It's no problem. So we're going to use our own.
So if anyone's listening out there that's
Mhm.
a sound person or a techie person
Yeah.
with audio,
And you want to
we need a donation
Yeah,
for the
volunteer
Flagler
some
House to
time,
come
sure.
and assess the old equipment to
Right.
see what's worth and what's not, because I'm telling you, it's a pile of stuff sitting there.
It's a
And
lot
if they could downsize this pile of stuff,
yeah.
and make it simple and stupid,
Yeah.
it would be a lot better.
Yeah. Simple and stupid works best for me. So
Yes. It does for everybody, believe it or not.
yeah.
Unless I mean, you've asked me a couple times to look at the board here,
Mhm.
and I have no clue.
Oh, I would love to show you.
I know that.
I know.
But and
It's-
even Evan the other day said, "Wow, this is an antiquated board we got here. I haven't seen this in a long time."
Yeah, I know. I had a chance to chat with him about it. He goes, "What do you think about that board?" I says, "It was like, hi, honey, I'm home." Because in fact, he trained on a similar board to this too.
So he's used to it too.
Yeah, absolutely. So
The morning show, does he stay and do like the people like Mike did afterwards?
mhm, mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he did the priest and the rabbi today.
Okay.
Hmm. So that works out pretty well.
Wonderful.
Yes, yeah, Evan's doing a great job, and he's got a really wonderful label making machine, and he's been labeling everything that moves, and if it doesn't move, he labels it till it does. So
Okay.
so we
It's easier to find and easier
Ah.
to know what to do with it.
yep. So everything's well marked, and it's very well organized. We like it.
Good.
Yes.
Very good.
Reorganize the camera so now people can see
Yes.
your lovely face on camera now.
I know.
Yes.
I have to go see one of the special people in town and get that Boca smile.
Boca smile. Well, you see my daughter, she can probably have some sort of esthetician type
No,
work.
it takes a knife.
It takes a knife. It takes a
You
knife.
can't get the wrinkles out without the knife.
Well, she can always introduce you to the doctor she works for.
And is he a plastic surgeon?
Dr. Rogers is a I don't know. She's got lots of credentials. Who knows? She does a lot of work.
That
Yeah.
doesn't tell me anything.
I don't know. I just know my daughter works there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
your week was good.
it was a very full week. Yes, very full indeed. And yes, gonna have a full weekend. Gonna be busy with the birthday party, and then Sunday heading out to a news conference, a Main Street conference.
Oh, we're at.
Tallahassee.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to drive?
Yeah.
That's a long way.
Yeah.
That's like 7 hours.
6 or 7. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that lasts for how long?
Couple days, and I'll be
Okay.
right back. Mhm.
And then you'll know the ins and outs of Main Street.
I get the one-on-one training. It's part of the certification for Stewart Main Street, so to keep us state certified. So
Okay, and Main Street pays for this?
yes,
Wonderful.
yes,
You'll and can Tiffany go with you?
she could, but she won't.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want her to go up there. It's cold.
And freezing.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, no, and she'd be bored to tears because there's nothing for her to do up there.
Okay.
Yeah. If her and I were together, that'd be one thing, but for her to sit in a hotel room while I'm in a conference, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yes.
So I have a report. I saw the church lady today, Miss
Oh.
Judy Ladd,
How's Judy doing?
and she's doing like amazingly better.
Good.
She looks better.
Good.
She has looks like she has a lot more energy.
Wow.
She has to rest. She really had let herself run down there for a while.
Mhm.
So I'm happy to say she's on the mends,
Good.
and we're happy about that.
Yeah. Well, she's a delightful lady.
And I know she'll be back in here as soon as they have something
I
going
love
on
it
at the
when
church.
I love it when she comes in because she always brings me little snacks.
I know.
Yes. She's.
Did you ever finish the peanut butter
Oh,
pretzels?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We made short work of that.
Well, then next time maybe you need to give her the empty
The jar.
container.
Oh, so we can refill it. Wow. There's a great thought.
Yep.
I can go to the dollar store and buy all kinds of empty containers.
Well, no,
No.
that's not. No, that's not the same.
Oh.
It says peanut butter pretzels on the front.
Oh, all right. All right. I misinterpreted. So today's my sister Kathy's birthday.
Oh, are we going to call her like Aunt Marie?
No, I don't know I don't know where she's at. She could be in her home. She could be up in Detroit or she could be in Orlando. I'm not too sure where she's at.
Well, if you're
I
listening
did-
to our show, 220-9788-772, call
Right.
us and we'll sing happy birthday.
That's right. Absolutely. Yep.
And
That-
happy birthday to all the people that have birthdays this
Yes.
month, this week,
Mhm.
this month, today. It's a
Mhm.
special day for everybody.
Yep. Yep. It is indeed. On this date in 1848, carpenter named James Mitt Marshall, he discovered gold in Northern California, setting off the grandest gold rush in American history. And it happened this day in history in 1848.
Oh, wow. I remember learning about that
Yep.
in school.
Right.
I don't know that the kids know today about the gold rush and what happens
No.
and what they did.
They're still talking about it in California to this day. I mean,
I bet you they are.
oh, absolutely.
And I'm sure, I know when you go out to Colorado
Mhm.
and different spots out
Mhm.
west,
Mhm.
that you can pan for gold yet and
Yep.
still find some gold out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep.
They're
yeah.
looking for that main line.
Yeah, that main vein
Yeah.
of gold. Yes. Hey, you never know. But
Be like winning the lotto.
oof,
Another person won the lotto in our area, $900,000 on a scratch off.
a scratch off.
So we got one for 500,000.
Right.
We got a 900,000, and I think there was one more, but I don't remember how much it was for.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
So tonight I'll go home and watch My Lottery Dream Home
Mm.
on the HG channel and dream about winning the lottery.
Mm. Yeah. Well, you never know. Somebody has to win.
That's right.
It could just as well be you.
I think the Powerball's up there.
Yeah.
3 something.
All right. Three.
So when it gets up
when
there,
you say 3-7, it's like 300 million.
right? Yes.
Wow.
So I think I'll start.
That'll,
I just have to buy one.
that'll buy you a seat on a SpaceX rocket.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
I told you I got to ride in the Tesla.
Tell me about that.
I mean, I think I thought I told you last week
No.
how exciting. My sister's neighbor.
Mm.
And I said to my sister, what kind of car is that over there? And she said, oh, he bought a Tesla. I said, I need to talk to him. She said, no, you don't. I said, yes, I do. I said, I really want to go and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything more. So I went out the driveway and I put everything in the car and I went over and knocked on the door. And he was so excited to show me the car.
Sure.
I had no clue that there's no instruments.
Right.
It's one big screen.
Yes. He's got a Model 3.
Right.
Mhm.
And he is in love with it.
Sure.
And the charger, they came, was part of the deal. They put it outside
Mhm.
so he can charge it.
Right.
And I didn't realize we have several chargers in the area that
Mhm.
we don't even know about. There's one in St. Lucie West, which is supercharger. Then we have them along the turnpike.
Right.
And then I think we have a couple in Stewart.
Not a supercharger.
No,
Just-
not a supercharger.
Right.
But the supercharger will charge it in like
There's-
10 or 15 minutes or a half hour.
Right. So there's a at Kiwanis Park. There's charging stations right
Oh,
there.
really?
Mhm.
Is that because we have the solar panels there and they put in the charging stations? That could be.
Kind of, sort of. The solar panels have nothing to do with the charging stations.
Oh, okay. Because I thought,
Right.
I know that
Solar-
FPNL did that to light
Right.
up, and they take the extra energy from the grid and put it in their grid.
Right. So the way the FPNL's got it worked out is when you or FPNL, whoever's generating power on the solar panels, it goes right to the grid.
Okay.
And then you just draw it from the grid for whatever it is you're
Oh,
doing.
okay.
So they are not directly powering up anything. They're just indirectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, where are the power stations located? Because it goes.
It's in the parking lot underneath the solar
in
panels.
the parking lot. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hmm.
I'm thinking along the street.
No.
No.
It's right there. It covers. So you
So,
got covered.
so I would think then that part of that does charge them.
Indirectly, you're getting the power from the grid, and the power goes from the solar panels to the grid,
And then
but not directly to the charging. Not at
okay.
all.
Okay.
No,
So then the grid
Because-
charges the
because it
stations.
has to be the way electricity has to work. The power has to be consistent,
right.
and it isn't consistent when you're charging through solar or wind or any other. So
Okay.
so they have to take it and send it, and then it gets repackaged and sent back.
And I know
a
FPNL is
consistent
big
stream.
about giving you a package now to do solar on your house.
Oh, sure. So is Tesla. They can do that for you. Tesla has a Solar City, I believe, is the company that they own.
Okay.
Elon Musk, and they actually have these ceramic roof tiles that actually have solar panels built into the roofing.
Wow.
And just on only the sunny side of the roof, the roof that
Right.
faces west and south, right? Uh, they use the solar connectors on that, but it looks like a regular roof system.
Right.
And then the rest of the roof, like the north facing roof, that's just the same material without the solar panels. And
But wonder if you have sun on all sides.
but wouldn't matter because you only get sun. You only is on the south and west mostly. If you have it in the east, you're not getting enough energy to say so.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, up and coming.
Yeah, north facing solar
I can
panels.
see homes being built like this.
Yeah.
With the hurricane pan, all the windows, hurricane,
Right.
and then solar,
Right.
and you're almost self-contained.
Absolutely. I think new construction buildings, major high-rise buildings, I think the glass panels will be solar collecting.
You mean the windows?
The glass itself? They're gonna.
Wow.
There's some technology they're working on right now for that.
So they'd put little things through the glass in the windows.
You can see. Nothing you can see. It's just funny thing is that many years ago there was a Star Trek movie, and in the Star Trek movie they made up this stuff. They called it clear aluminum.
Okay.
And now it exists.
It exists. Yeah.
Tesla is using it on their window glass on their new pickup truck that they just built, the Cybertruck.
Right.
That's made out of that clear aluminum glass. You can't break it, except for Tesla broke it.
I know. I was going to say, didn't I watch that commercial?
But what they did was, and they figured out how they broke the glass by accident. So they were banging on the door panels and not breaking the doors, not even denting them, right? But the glass sits in a tray inside the door panel, and they tweaked it, and they banged it like hundreds of times, which is never going to happen in the real life of somebody's glass. But they just weakened the glass enough when it was in the tray that
it shattered.
It created.
So it's like you have a sliding glass door and someone compromises your door, tries to break into your house or do whatever.
Right.
And then 6 months later, the glass shatters.
Right.
Because it was compromised.
Right.
And it doesn't happen sometimes right away.
Right.
It happened to me.
Right. Exactly. So you have.
I know.
You understand.
And then you walk into the room and it's 10,000 million little pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's not big pieces of glass.
Right.
There must have been a big baboom when that happened at my house, and I mustn't have been home because it took me a while
to pick that up.
No, to even find it, because I don't walk into that room a lot.
That's true. Yeah.
So
that's too funny. So in honor of the
that all came off of the first thing in day in history or birthday.
Isn't that amazing? All right. So this is Trace Atkins, Just Fishing.
Because we're going fishing tomorrow at the seafood festival.
There you go. And we'll see you in just a little bit, so stick with us. We'll be right back.
Talking about her ballet shoes and training wheels and her. yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees.
Let it go.
Crickets are singing and lightning bugs are floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready.
You play it and you don't get the main message.
I can't do it. I
Why?
can only do a few seconds.
Why?
Because it's
Oh.
the rules. I can
Oh.
only do a
But
few seconds.
we're all about the fishing.
All
And,
right.
and you should have
So-
started it earlier
So
and then clicked
what
in.
we'll do is we'll recommend our listeners find nitty gritty dirt band.
I like that.
nitty gritty dirt band, fishing in the dark, and you can just download it and listen to it at your heart's content.
Right. But we were picking out fishing songs for
Right.
for the Port Salerno Seafood Festival
Right.
tomorrow. But they always start out with an intro, and
Right.
if you don't, you don't get the message because
Uh,
our younger listeners have no clue.
I can't help you with that.
Okay,
All right.
never mind.
Never
we don't want to
mind.
get sued or
No.
or taken off of YouTube or
No,
whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's right.
So if you look up, there are about 10 fishing country songs that are like up there at the top of the list.
Mm.
And that's all you have to type in. You can do it on your phone
Mhm.
or your computer or your tablet.
Mm.
And Nitty Gritty Dirt Band is one. And I know, say that 3 times twice. And Trace Atkins.
Right.
And then we have
There was
Brad Paisley has
Yeah.
a couple songs. And
Mhm.
so you can go on there and listen to them.
All right. Yes, I think that's a good idea. You know, on this date in 1984, the very first Apple Macintosh computers went on sale and they revolutionized the personal computer industry. And it happened on this day,
Wow.
1984.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That
Yep.
is cool.
Yeah.
I didn't have an Apple.
No, me either.
I had a Hewlett Packard
Okay.
and AOL
Right.
was
well,
big.
Yes. Yes. You had a Hewlett Packard. Those are IBM, what they call IBM clones, which then they use Windows
Right.
program.
Well, back then, who knows? I mean, it was so far back.
Well, but if
And
you
they
had-
were big.
But Apple writes their own software, and they were separate and apart from Windows.
Right.
Hmm.
hmm And they
Yeah.
still are.
No.
Did-
Now Mac will read Windows programs, and Windows will read Mac now.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
I
They-
didn't realize that.
yes. Oh yeah.
My first computer came from Payson Park.
That's a horse racing. place.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to start doing something, and they had it. They're out at the ranch or they're where they train the horses.
Right.
And I went all the way out through Indiantown or whatever to get, and I stopped there, and it was huge.
Yeah.
And it was in the early 80s, and I had just bought my first salon or opened the first my
Mhm.
first salon,
Mm,
and I could at least type letters on it.
mm.
And I had the printer. The printer was huge,
Well,
so it took up a whole corner of my office back
Mm.
there. And I was where the chamber is now in Jensen Beach.
oh, okay.
So I had a lot of room to
Mm,
put it in there. But it was really neat that I could it was a typewriter to me
Mm.
with the printer.
mm.
And that's, I couldn't do anything else because it was all horse programs.
Oh,
So I couldn't use any of their
Mm.
programming.
you're just horsing around.
Yep. But it
I couldn't help
got me
myself.
through that,
All right.
that
Yeah.
little segment.
Okay. Okay.
And it was fun.
Good. Yeah. So you got your feet wet with computers back in the 80s. Good
Yes,
for you.
I did.
Mhm. All right. No horsing around.
No.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
So we've got music all weekend, especially at the seafood festivals.
Yes.
We've got some tribute bands to Foreigner, Leonard Skinner, Bad Company, as well as all the local bands. I know Scott Benj is going to be there on one stage. They got 3 stages
Wow.
at the seafood festival.
Mhm.
So if you're down by the Pirates Loft, you got one.
Mhm.
Then if you're down by Twisted Tuna,
Mhm.
there's a stage there.
Mhm.
And then there's a stage somewhere in the middle there where a little stage where they'll have people playing.
Right. And you said that you had a correction to do as far as where the people are to park,
Yes, I did.
right?
Thank you. It's at the fairgrounds.
At the
It's
fair-
not at Martin County High School. It's the Martin County Fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds. Okay.
And then at the State College at Salerno Road.
right. So really,
And it's free shuttle.
right. So the fairgrounds are really not that far.
No.
Just a short drive from the fairgrounds to Port Salerno.
Right.
Yeah. Perfect.
Right. Because they can go down the
Go
back
down
little
Dixie.
road
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
and get there.
Yep.
So we got throwback live music in Stewart this weekend. The 70s, 80s, and 90s dance night is 8 to 11 tonight at Notes Music Room
Okay.
on
Good.
Colorado.
I've been there. It's a very nice place.
Then Gavatron 80 set is 8:30 to 10 tomorrow night at Terra Firmata. And 7 to 8, they're going to do an original set of their own music. Admission is $10. For more information, you can go to facebook.com/Terra Firmata.
Nice.
Very nice. St. Lucie County, Movies in the Fort. So featuring Hook. That's a good movie.
Oh, it is
It's 6 to 9 Friday at the Manatee Observation and Education Center on Indian River Drive.
It
So
was Robin Williams, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Yes, Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
The Wildland Fire Expo is noon to 5 tomorrow at the George E. Lestrange Preserve on Rawls Road, Fort Pierce. Learn about prescribed fire and the role it plays in the protection of natural resources and public safety.
Mm-hmm.
So my friends or relatives that are in town, he was a firefighter. He's retired. I wonder if I should take him to that tomorrow.
I think he'd like it. Yeah. Sure. Why
Yeah.
not?
A winter luau. Ooh.
Ooh.
I wouldn't want to wear my hula, especially the past Tuesday.
Whoa. Yeah.
You know,
This is definitely not grass skirt weather.
no,
No.
7 to 11 Saturday
Talk
at
about a skirt
Sailfish
alert.
Brewing.
Wow. Whoa. Hello.
The 9th annual Highwayman. You got me doing memes now
I'm
after
sorry.
that.
I know.
The Highwayman Art Show is 11 to 3 Saturday at Jetson's TV and Appliance. They've been doing this
How
for a
cool
number of years.
How cool is that?
And they bring in the highwaymen and show off all the art, and you can purchase it or they purchase it.
Yeah.
I know Johnny Jensen, he owns a lot of highwaymen paintings.
Oh, there's
I'm
the
sure
history there.
in the years, because I've been here, he was here before me in the 80s.
Mm.
He was here in the 70s.
Mhm.
And I'm sure they came in with wet canvases and traded him,
Right. Right.
or he bought them.
Right.
But he has a large collection. I know that.
Wow.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Hopcats 12th annual Hopcats. You got to be kidding me. Anniversary party and Cosmic Fries eating contest is 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Southwest Meeting Street in Port St. Lucie. Celebrate the opening of the original Hopcat in Grand Rapids, Michigan with free Cosmic Fries. Mike used to go on about them. I don't know what's with the fries. I don't know what they're like, but Mike used to talk about them all the
Cosmic
time.
sound like they're out of this world.
They probably are.
Did you get it? Cosmic.
I know.
All right.
Yes. The ba-ba-boom.
Crickets are singing and lightning bugs
We have to
are
take a break
floating on
already?
the breeze.
Did we miss a break?
Baby, get
Nope, this is our last break.
ready.
Oh, okay. Well, then break apart.
We'll be right back, so stick with us.
Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stump road.
We're back.
We are back.
I made Debbie jump. Whoa, what is that?
Yes,
All right.
we did a setup today before the show for the sound and everything. Because usually we're fiddling around here because
Right.
we didn't.
No
we
more
never do that.
fiddling around.
No, it
No.
was just like boom. There you go.
There it is.
The Enchanted Fairy Forest and Garden Walkabout is 2 to 4 tomorrow, Saturday, at the Port St. Lucie Botanical Gardens on Westmoreland Avenue. Cost is $20 per adult. No, wait, $20 per couple, $15 for adults, $10 for ages 65 and older, $5 for ages 5 to 15, and free for kids under 5. So you will be able to discover artwork in the trees, discover magical areas in the gardens, and learn about different plants and trees during the walk.
Nice.
Yes. I like little fairy gardens. You
Very-
can actually, they have little scenes now that you can buy and put in your garden and see if the fairies come. Celebrate Life Fest, a tribute to first responders, veterans, and heroes, is noon to 10 Saturday at the Port St. Lucie Civic Center. It's a multi-gender music festival. Admission is $5.
Okay.
So that's what's going on in Martin and St. Lucie County, and we can trail off to Indian River County.
Well, let's find out what's going up in Indian
Chase
River.
Your Tail. 5K and 1 mile fun run along Indian River Lagoon starts at 7:30 at Sebastian Community Center.
It's a
That would be fun.
beautiful place for a
Oh,
run.
it is.
Yeah.
It really is. The Vero Beach Antique Extravaganza is noon to 5 Friday, 9 to 5 Saturday, and Sunday at the Indian River County Fairgrounds.
All right.
So if you want to go to the antique show up there, we have them here in Martin County at least once a month or once every 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun to go to.
Mm-hmm.
See what you have in your house that you don't need anymore.
Right.
You know what you need to get rid of. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. A lot of my stuff used to qualify as antiques.
Most of mine. Yeah. Check out a couple drum circles this weekend. The first one is 6 to 7:30 tomorrow at Paradoya. How did I get off that one?
Well, it sounds
Brewing
Polish.
Company on Cleveland Avenue in Sebastian.
I think you did it because you're partly Polish.
That's true.
See?
Yeah, that you could be right.
Yeah.
The second is 6:30 to 8 p.m. Sunday at Kilted Mermaid in Old Dixie Highway, Vero Beach. Both are free. It's free.
If it's free, it's for me.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
The 39th annual Art in the Park Fine Arts and Craft Show is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday at Humiston Park, 3000 Ocean Drive, Vero Beach. Members set up display tents to show their original art, including oil, acrylic, then watercolor, and pastel painting. You know, we have that at Indian Riverside Park
Yes.
once a month. We have Artist in the Park,
Yes.
and
That's
it was
very-
last weekend, I believe.
That's pretty well attended too.
I think it is.
Yeah.
The Sebastian River Preserve State Park hike is 9 to 1 Sunday at 1000 Buffer Preserve Drive. Meet at the visitor center and hike from there.
Okay.
So, have you ever gone clamming in Sebastian?
Never gone clamming. I've gone camping in Sebastian.
Okay.
With the Boy Scouts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
At the Boy Scout camp or at
Mhm.
the preserve?
At the Boy Scout camp, there's a Flaming Arrow, I think it's called, or something like
Wonderful.
that. Mm-hmm.
I did Girl Scouts like that,
Mm-hmm.
and brownies and Girl Scouts, and went to Camp Walaka down in Jonathan Dickinson,
Yes.
and it was fun.
Yeah. Although I always came back with a whole bushel full of sand.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Good. God.
Even here, you probably come back with a bushel
Oh
full of
my
sand.
God.
Yes.
Wow.
So if you're bored this weekend,
Yeah.
you know what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
it's your own fault.
it's your own
because
darn
we
fault.
have so much going on
Mhm.
in Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River, and we don't even go into Palm Beach County.
No,
I mean,
don't need to.
y-
Except for the
you know what's
the-
coming up is the Hobe Sound Craft Festival's coming up. Next month is Juneau Beach Festival's coming up.
Mhm.
We've got one at Memorial Park in February coming up, a craft festival.
Mhm.
So this is the time of year. I mean, if you go up north all summer long, they're doing what we do all winter, and we can stretch it out.
Right.
We
Right.
start in November
Right.
and actually go till May,
We really have very few days of inclement weather.
except for the last couple.
That's fine. They only last for a couple hours.
No, it was cold on Tuesday. It was really cold. I got walk. Or maybe it was when, but I walked
It was Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
it was
38 degrees.
It was too
It
cold.
was a little chilly. Put a little frost in your pumpkin.
But it does. You're right. It doesn't last. So
no, a couple
it-
hours and
you
it's
know,
over.
drag out your boots,
Yeah.
layer yourself up.
Yeah.
By the afternoon, it's 70s or 80 degrees, and you're peeling off a sweater. You're peeling off
Right.
a jacket.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
We could. My boots that I had bought a couple years ago,
Right.
I drug them out, and I can't wear them. They got dry rotted because we don't wear them enough.
There it is. So Tiffany had a beautiful pair of boots, and I couldn't tell you what the brand, but it's a name, right?
Okay.
She spends real money for these boots, and she's what?
Are they Hugs? Are they those big furry
Yes.
one? They're the Hugs.
Yes.
Yes, they're
that's
expensive.
right. So she was clearing out the closet, because she's been throwing away a lot of my stuff, and I go, you need to look
Did
at.
to fill up her stuff in the closet?
Well, no. To be fair, she's thinking about thinning out the herd of her stuff too. And so she says, what size is Stephanie's foot? So I don't know, 6, 7, something like that. So we called up Stephanie and could you use a pair of Hugs boots? She goes, yeah. So we sent them up with the Christmas care package that I sent up there, right? And so she put them on, and they fit perfectly.
Wow.
So so it was kind of a hand-me-down of sorts, but it was
They were probably brand new.
I think Tiffany said she wore them once.
Right.
Once. And they're sitting in the closet. She goes, why am I sitting on this when somebody can really use them?
That's right.
So Stephanie is loving the heck out of them.
Good. And
So-
she's up in that weather.
Yeah.
She'll wear them more
Yeah.
than anyone would wear them down here.
Exactly. So it worked out swimmingly. Worked out very, very well.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what's on the agenda tonight?
Tonight, well, we don't have any baseball, basketball, or anything like that, and because we don't have a sports announcer. So, because Evan is busy working for the Mets, so he's got to do fantasy camp and all the other stuff.
Oh.
So,
He had a gentleman on the other day with it. They
mhm.
talked about the fantasy camp,
Yeah,
and you went to the Tigers fantasy camp.
yeah. I shared that with Evan, and he goes, "Wow!" But yeah, and what I shared with Evan is that what the Tigers do on 1 week of fantasy camp is generally the numbers as far as campers that the other clubs will do, maybe 2 clubs combined. The Tigers will do double what they do.
Really?
Oh yeah, phenomenal. The Tiger fans are huge.
That's great.
Yeah, for that. Yeah.
So
And it's
they
very
have
well
different
organized.
camps that start at different times.
Yeah, there's 2 camps that the Tigers will do. Some ball clubs that they don't have a whole lot of activities.
But I was talking about the St. Lucie Mets because that's who he was talking about.
right.
They were going to do several different camps.
They do different. They do a little bit differently than the Tigers do. But the Tigers actually have 2 camps, and then the last day of each camp, they'll actually play the legends.
The other camp.
No, they play the legends. They actually
Oh,
play the ball players.
how cool is that?
That is very cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll be something that you will remember forever.
Yes. Well, yeah,
I even have a picture of you. I have a ball card.
I actually batted against Mickey Lolich, which was pretty.
Woo.
And then 1 year I batted against Frank Tanana, who was a pretty good back in the. So Mickey Lolich pitched for the 68 Tigers.
So did you get so excited that when you took your pants off, they stood up in the corner?
no, not that excited. No. but I was. Yeah, I did good.
That's good.
I was able to scratch out a hit from both of those pitchers, so I was all right with that. So
Wonderful.
yeah,
Wonderful.
so yeah, it was good.
So tonight's going to be it looks like a nice night out. I think the rain might have passed us by a little bit.
It's finally cleared up. I looked up in the sky today, and I actually saw this yellow ball. I says,
You
I
saw
think-
an angel up there saying, "No more, no more."
I said, I think I know what that orange yellow ball is. I think that used to be our sun. So, but yeah, so it's making a return engagement.
That's good because
Mhm.
maybe my Comcast won't go out.
Yeah.
I haven't had Comcast all week.
Oh no.
Off and on. It says, unplug everything and plug everything, and I do all that. And
Right.
and it's the weather, and I don't know. I'm so over them.
Sounds like their wires are getting wet.
I think it's how they put it up on the pole.
Well, they're supposed to be waterproof. So
Yeah, they are. But you know what?
But they run a lot of that stuff in the ground. So if it's not properly sealed,
No, mine's not.
Hmm?
Mine comes from the pole into the and around the house, and I got someone that was not enthusiastic when they were putting the system in my house. So
all right,
it's okay.
Yeah. Well, there's always alternatives, I guess.
There is.
Elon Musk will be putting up with the Starlink. You'll be able to.
I don't see why you can't just beam them down.
That's exactly what you can do now.
Yes.
Elon Musk is going to be doing with his Starlink system. He's getting putting that up.
And then you get nothing. I mean, you get everything because you don't have to go through the wires.
Right.
It's just in the air.
Yep.
Okay. We'll be the Jetsons for sure in another couple years.
There you go. All right. Well, have a great weekend, whatever
too.
you do. And we'll be back here
Happy
next
Seafood
week.
Fest.
That's right. See you there.